Distance from Hanoi city to Halong Bay is about 140 kilometers, so takes about 2 to 2.5 hours to reach here. After reaching Halong Bay, as a go-ahead for our day tour with the Ambassador Cruise, we were given these bands. And from this point up to the cruise terminal, we were taken by a tram. The cost range of the Ambassador Day Cruise would depend on what all is included in your trip, based on which it could be anywhere between 80 to 100 US dollars. And while this is the price range for the day tour, they also have 1 night and 2 night tours, the price range for which will be definitely different. This morning to evening Halong Bay tour with the Ambassador Cruise did not include for us the transport from Hanoi city, while it included a welcome drink, lunch at the cruise, along with the entrance and sightseeing fees to a cave and an island visit. A luxury Halong Bay cruise is the perfect way to immerse yourself in the natural beauty of this magical destination. However, if you're a traveler who does not have a 1 or a 2 night to spare at the cruise, then a day cruise is the best choice. With the day cruise schedule, you can still visit the major attractive destinations like the overnight cruise, but it will be in a rush. The open deck at level 3 had a jacuzzi for public usage, and the deck 4 had many seatings to relax, and besides which this place was to be used later for a live music performance. Halong Bay, which has more than 2,000 islets, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a natural wonder. It's famous for its emerald green waters, towering limestone cliffs, floating villages, and picturesque islands. After spending some time in the cruise, we were transferred to a ferry, which within few minutes brought us to this cave, which was supposed to be one of the largest caves around in Halong Bay. The cave was so amazing that it was named a surprise cave by the French.
Go down to the first chamber. Take a picture. It's on with the map, okay?
Being one of the biggest and the most beautiful caves in Halong Bay, it's a highlight on most Halong Bay itineraries. Visitors need to climb about 50 stairs to the cave's mouth, and within the cave, it includes a long walk. And the walk in the cave is with many pit stops where our guide explained all the details to us, which didn't make it tiring and gave us time to admire the nature's marvel created in the form of beautiful limestones. The cave is divided into 2 chambers, and the first is called the waiting room, which is vast and adorned by stalagmites and stalactites and lit by multicolored light positioned to complement the chamber's structural beauty. In order to visit the second chamber, which is known as the Serene Castle, visitors must walk down a narrow passageway. The chamber is large and grand with an extremely high ceiling and many interesting rock formations which locals equal to animal structures. The beauty of the cave makes one wonder how Mother Nature silently carried on its work underground to create an amazing architectural work of limestones over the years. After exiting the cave, we passed through many spots where we could halt and take pictures before finally getting back to the ferry, which took us back to the cruise. Once in the cruise, you get to enjoy your meal, and while there was a large buffet spread, the vegetarian options were minimal and yet sufficient. The meal is accompanied by some live singing. After the lunch and live music, we were again transferred to a ferry which took us to an island. This was called the T-Top or the T-Tove Island, where we had a 45-minute halt. In 1962, President Ho Chi Minh and Russian astronaut Tito visited this island. To commemorate this trip, President Ho Chi Minh named this island T-Top. The island since then has been seen as one of the symbols of the Vietnam-Russia friendship. Visitors can participate here in beach activities or climb the mountain to see the immense and majestic panorama of the Halong Bay. The view from the top is beautiful, but the climb is quite steep, so you can choose to just climb up to the middle point rather than going all the way up to the top.